I have before me here, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Potato Heads. You're probably saying, wow, this guy's really going out in left field right now. I have my good golfer, Mr. Potato Head, and I have my, well, typical golfer. He's very happy. He's a star. He's golden. My average guy, yeah, he's pretty unhappy. The only difference between these, ladies and gentlemen, two potatoes. They look alike, for all intent and purposes, they act alike. They're unique in their own way, as all individuals are. You're special, you're one of a kind, thank God for that. But this guy moved up the ladder of success with his swing because he got onto the proper pathway of understanding. And he believed in that process, and nothing in the world would allow him, would even encourage him, even to the slightest degree, to move away from that process. And because of that, he rose up into the realm of the stars. He remained one cumulative thing, not broken apart. He might be willing to listen to some information from others, but if it does not coincide with the plan that he knows that's proven to take him to the top, he'll throw it off like chaff in the wind. Now, he also has ears. And for those that have ears, let them hear. Here, ladies and gentlemen, I have my little example of the average golfer. He's worked his butt off. As a matter of fact, this average golfer, I believe myself personally, works harder than that good guy over there. That good guy rose to the top because he followed along the correct pathway, and he did so in a reasonable amount of time. My friend here, he struggles. He works hard. He tries. He studies. He practices. And the obstacles stand in his way. My friend here, well, his golf swing cut into pieces. And for the sake of time, I'll do one more. You see, this young man here, young woman, anyone under the age of 68 is young to me, ladies and gentlemen. You see, he can stand up here and he can try to simulate a golf swing here like our star, who uses his entire body to carry out the entire swing. Or he can break his swing into pieces. Oh yeah. It almost looks the same, don't it, ladies and gentlemen? Don't it look the same? But during the execution of a high-speed downswing, there is absolutely no way in the world that our little pal here has even kind of a remote chance of realigning his broken pieces in order to try to turn it back in to only one thing. A good golf swing is one thing. From the moment you pull the club from the bag to the moment that you start going into the final phase of the follow through. Another way you can analyze this, do it yourself. If you want to get a point across to young kids, do it yourself. Hand them a full potato and say, that's what we're trying to stay. And then hand them a plate of hash browns or mashed potatoes and say, this is what we got and this is where we want to go. My friend here, his eyes are a little bug-eyed. to represent all the troubles and struggles he's been through, not because of a lack of effort, not because of a lack of money spent, not because of a lack of wanting. He wants to get over here as quickly as he possibly can. He wants to elevate up the ladder, and he's continually jumping over sticking points. And he becomes confused and almost lost inside of a labyrinth of his own makings. I wish I could say I coined that phrase. I did not. It's the property of Mr. Ben Hogan. But why didn't our broken apart Mr. Potato Head make it to the top? Because he did not know the proper pathway to follow down. He worked his hard, and he got up to a point where he could maybe shoot around 90. But that was the point in time where his improvement stopped, and ever since then he's been working his fanny off, trying to do what he can to move up to the next level, and I got all the respect in the world for that. But he became and also ran. They stood together in the beginning as those with equal. Well, the average guy fell down. This fellow listened and learned and understood the prerequisite pathway to learning. Unfortunately, my other fellow, well, he fell by the way. Oh well. I want to know that many of the things that I discuss with you, your mind is going to pretty much go against it. Your logical thinking, your good, solid, common logic will, if not now, it will later. It's going to want to work against you. It's going to want to start making you doubt that what we're doing will get you where you want to go. A lot of those types of thinking processes are due to the fact of just instinctive human thoughts, human nature, either through instinctive thoughts brought about by nature or by nurture, irregardless, or maybe just the amount of time that you've spent in the game and all the things that the good things and the bad things, say, that you've picked up on. Your mind might start saying, well, man, and that sounds tough too. Well, it's not tough. And if you get this kind of thinking in your mind that the direction that we're heading in is not correct, ladies and gentlemen, then take your mind out of your body, tee it up, and knock it out in the duck pond. I just really want you to know how appreciative I am that you've come here. You've taken the time to listen to those things I've said. And I really do believe that together we can make quite a difference. I do appreciate your comments. And you know, through your comments, maybe I'll have a chance to learn a little bit as well, or maybe that'll open up my understanding just a tad bit more, whereas I can learn. You know, the bottom line is, it's really not all about a golf swing with me, ladies and gentlemen. It really is not. Those years passed me by. The knowledge required to swing a golf club well is extremely important to me, whereas years ago, swinging the golf club well, or swinging the golf club and playing golf, was most important to me. But if I can say something or do something that might help you along the way to better your understanding, I've got a honeybee. I'm not going to kill you, guy. If something I can do or say to help you along your way, help get you on the proper pathway, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll tell you right now, when you get on the proper pathway, you will have all the confidence in the world that you require to take your game from the practice range to the golf course. You will be standing on that practice range and you will be practicing with a perfect purpose in mind. And everything that you do, you'll be trying to carry out perfectly. And you will know you're on the right pathway, and more importantly, your subconscious mind will know that you're on the right pathway. And it will relieve all the doubt that you have about any inabilities to carry out a nice repeatable swing. And when you stand on the tee of the course, You'll visualize the shot that you need to take, and regardless of whatever obstacles, sand traps, duck ponds, or oak trees that may seem to stand in your way, you'll tell yourself, I can pull that shot off any old day. Because your self-confidence will know that the direction it is taking in order to pull these things off and play good golf is traveling in the right direction. Your mind, your knowledge, your understanding will travel in the right direction, and you will create continuously accelerating circular motion with your beautifully well-designed aerodynamic golf club, and you will play good golf. It's really just about as simple as that. And you say, well, boy, we got a long way to go. It'll happen much quicker than you think, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly one hell of a lot quicker than standing over on the driving range and trying to find a solution to your problems at the bottom of another bucket of range balls. Thank you for coming. And whatever your choices might be, please always keep on swinging.